Welcome to My Turn Racing and Motorsport Manager. Unfortunately, the audio wasn't captured from my microphone during this episode, so I'm going to have to rewatch it and add some commentary as we go along. So here's past me looking at the sponsors again. I was looking at those and looking at what $1 million up front will be really good because we need somewhere in the region of 3 million. But then I realised this is 800,000 for just 4 races. So once we've got past the point where 4 races are done, we could get another 800,000. If we went with the million up front, that's 10 races that we're stuck with that. So I think in a moment I go with the 800,000 up front for the 4 races because we've actually got enough races to get that done this season and get a new sponsor in before the end of the season. At the moment, cash is important. There's the 800,000. We've taken the money. He's still not looking very healthy, but we'll see. 1 more race on that one. 3 more races on that one. Just just looking at how much we got from some of these other sponsors during the course of their time, and when they're available to go to get new ones. Our marketability has actually gone up a little bit since a lot of these sponsors were signed, so hopefully we will get slightly better deals. Just having a look how many races left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races left. That's 5 million we need before the end of the race. We've got 3 in a bit. Next race is we're looking at acceleration, deceleration, and suspension. So gearbox, suspension, gearbox, and brakes. Gearbox we're okay on in comparison to everybody else. Brakes we're a bit behind everyone. We're not very good, and suspension we're not too good either. But we did concentrate on the other stuff this season. Having a little look, we've got some new brakes that we can add, but we've got but they need some more reliability work, quite a lot more reliability work. The engine's not quite there either, but this race should see quite an upgrade to the vehicle. Just umming and ahhing as to whether we're going to get them done in time and how much they need to be done by and stuff like that. So that engine's getting close. It's not quite there yet, is it? We haven't got £1 million to initiate a vote, so we'll reject that offer. Apart from adding a spec part, maybe to save some budget, I don't think there's an awful lot else that we could do. Still umming and ahhing over the condition of these parts. We really need to get both those brakes good for the next race, and the engine just a tad better. Yep, I think the engine was good enough now just to get us through. Let's add those brakes. We want both of them. 66 is one, 36 the other. We'll pile into both of those on reliability and see where it gets us. Yeah, just checking the performance because of what's crucial for the next race. We want to make sure that we're getting as much performance on those as possible. 218, I think, on that suspension. What can we build? Can we build another suspension that's better than 218? What would we choose here? Medium speed corners, basically. Yep, that's what we go for. Better than the 218. 240 is definitely better than a 218. That's quite an improvement. Even if we went with that one, which would give us instant. I just don't think we got the money for it right now. Yeah, replace that 218. That would be nice. But I don't think we got the money for it now. We need to make sure that we're going to get to the end of the season without going broke. And that's the important thing right now. Yeah, it would be quite an improvement to get that suspension if we could afford it. But just trying to pick what our one performance chief mechanic can be working on to try and get as much points as we can for the forthcoming race while concentrating on that reliability. Some of the other series is running today, something that we are interested in. Yep, we're supposed to be going for 6th. We're currently in 6th. I think I'm quite confident of a 6th place finish. If I'm honest with you, I'm kind of eyeing up perhaps getting past Velexa Motorsport and picking up that that 5th place. We have got a win under our belts as well, so we'll keep pushing for that. There's Octane. So you're just looking at Octane, who are sort of just behind us there. They've got rubbish drivers, rubbish headquarters, rubbish staff, but they've got some really good sponsors, so lots of money coming in, and they've spent big on their car. They have got a really good car, and that's why that's pulling them through. Obviously, their drivers are maybe holding them back a little bit, perhaps. But I mean, they don't seem terrible drivers, but yeah. We shall see. As sponsors, well, apparently our sponsors are the best, but maybe equal best, perhaps. What have we got? We've got another couple of weeks or so until the design work is done. Pit crew, we could improve a little bit. Staff are very good. Headquarters is certainly getting there. Driver's a little bit below, and car is probably our biggest problem. Right, let's have a look. What's the improvement like? Can we run that now? Oh, 77, that is close. Yeah, we'll let that one go, I think. Just so that we can get all of our efforts into this one. Just because the next race is coming up pretty soon now. So we do need to concentrate as much as we can, getting both those brakes ready because they will be needed in this forthcoming race. 40% chance of rain. Yeah, apparently we got great sponsors, brilliant, and scouting is done. Yeah, just checking sponsors. One more race there. Hopefully we're going to get a big amount of money for that one. Maybe see us through to the end of the season. More other series is running. Right, what have we got coming up here? He's getting worried about the money. Yeah, I know. It's getting there. It's not quite there yet. 60 something percent, I think. 67%. It's got to be in the 80s really to be able to run it, especially as it's a crucial thing. I want to be able to put the other one back on as well. So yeah, design center is now built. That unlocks lots of other stuff. Really, the factory is what we want to improve, but that's 15 million, because that really does get more people to help with the reliability and improvements, and really accelerates the improvement of the car very, very quickly. Telemetry and stuff just improve drivers and let's more epic parts. Same with the various other buildings with various other components. But yeah, the factory is what we'd like to think about, but I don't know whether that's something we can afford. It might be something like helipad and tour centre, because the tour centre will give us, I think it's a bit of extra money per race. Yeah, 80,000 per race. Helipad unlocks better sponsors, so for 2 million that might be the improvements that we go for this coming um, closed season. So still looking to see what we can do in terms of reliability, because getting these brakes to work is going to be fairly tight, I think, before the next race, to get them raceable without having to have any worries with them. Nick's going to get the best brakes, but with the worst conditions. So hopefully, with his free repair, that might give us a chance to maintain those not too bad in that race. Yep, engine. We're going to give someone a better engine, aren't we? We're going to give Nick the second best engine, are we? Bit of a step up from what he had. And Kui, you're going to get the brand new best engine. Brakes, I think we're happy with what we've got that way round. Sorry, gearbox even. Kui's got the best gearbox by a bit of a margin. That is a good gearbox that we just made for you there. Very good gearbox. And suspension. Yeah, it's probably our weakest point at the moment is suspension. Probably leave it that way around, I think. Yep. Both reliability and performance is not great. He's happy, he thinks he's got the better car of the two. So does she. She's pretty happy too. So they're not happy, but they're content. Okay, so we're going to go with 10th or better, I think, because it's going to take those three components, where most tracks seem to be two components and a spec part, one of the wings. This track is all three components, and we haven't not got the best car. So have three components that could be better than us. I thought play it easy. 10th or better, pretty much guaranteed £400,000 instead of a risky 800,000. Tyre selection again doesn't really matter because you're not going to burn through them anyway. Practice is going to be in the wet and dry for the race, so we go with 8 and 7. That'll do fine. So thank you very much. Join me in the next episode where we go racing at Munich. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.